a Philippine podcast show dedicated to help you thrive for greatness. Thrive for greatness. Thrive for greatness.
This guy is phenomenally passionate about what he does.
How freaking amazing Jamir is. So skilled and so qualified, and I highly recommend him.
Without a doubt, the best funnel builder I've ever come across.
Yeah, really into the detail and cannot recommend him highly enough.
Not only was efficient and fast, but he understood the project.
The person who built our entire funnel from beginning to end and has been with us since day one is Jamir.
Nothing But Up, the podcast, with your host, Jamir Angelo.
I'm always flexing.
All right, welcome to the podcast. This is episode number 1, the pilot episode for Nothing But Up, the podcast. And yeah, I'm your host, Jamir Angelo. I'm coming to you live from my home office here in the province of South Cotabato. Yes, you heard it right. I'm a funnel expert, strategist, automation specialist, and I've been doing digital marketing for years. This show is your dose of inspiration. A Philippine podcast show, dedicated to help you thrive for greatness, become inspired, and urges you to stay motivated despite everything that you are going through right now. I know that we're in a very tough situation right now with the pandemic going on, crazy times for all of us. But first, why the hell should you listen to me? Who am I? And why do my words matter? Well, take it from someone who has been there. I started working as a fast food crew attendant, earning 22 pesos and 50 cents per hour at age 16, to becoming a security guard earning only 4,400 pesos monthly. And I really couldn't afford to buy a decent meal for my family, to working as a call center agent, and fast forward now to someone who has been earning 6 figures weekly. The show will ultimately blow your minds away. That I promise you. I'm going to be dropping bombs for you today with all but pure intention to help you go up, as this podcast is titled. The show is for everybody that has been going through some tough shit at the moment. People looking to make money at home, looking to make profit at the comfort of their homes with their families, and get to spend tons of time with them. This show is going to be a game changer for you. If you're looking to know and understand the concept behind making money online, freelancing, and learning how to upskill. And that's only if you're already doing freelancing or home-based jobs. So if you're listening now and you've never ever had issues with money, get the fuck out of here. This podcast isn't for you. This show reveals some of the sickest and maybe the baddest ways on how you make real money by doing freelancing, building out funnels, servicing clients. And this will be coming from all stories, from all walks of life that have made it through. So in the next few weeks, you'll be, witnessing and hearing, guests from this show that has really made it from rags to riches, right? Stories from all walks of life, overcame the norms, and now they're dishing dimes and paying it forward, if that makes sense. So, in the next few minutes, you'll hear of the struggles I've been through, all the shit and painful experiences I've encountered in the past, let's say, 15 years, backtrack. So, without no further ado, let's dive right in. Looking back, I was a college dropout, never finished college, no degree in my name, as much as I hoped to. Was so freaking focused on dancing. I was a dancer and a choreographer for several dance groups I've been a part with. Got so addicted to it, dancing on television, making money on the side, having, girls on the side, and all those crazy shit that you do when you're young, so addicted to it, and at the same time, it was really my channel, my avenue. I needed something that could step me away from frustration with family, typical Pinoy family issues and those stuff. I was also a total war freak. I mean, been been into a lot of shit, a lot of fights. Something in my mind tells me that I should probably need to go, probably need to go a different route because I really can't do that, over and over again. So what I did was I applied at KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I worked as a service crew for about a year there. That's where I was earning 22 pesos and 50 cents an hour. And then after that, I moved next on to Jollibee as a dining crew for another year. It's located right, beside San Carlos University in Cebu. And really struggled to get finance as well. Then I really need something. So I then went ahead, went to the next phase in my life. I enrolled and trained in Padpao to get my security guard license. Not everybody knows about this, but my life is an open book. I want to pay it forward. I want to help people out. I was deployed and assigned to several posts. Was assigned to guard a taxi company, Northern Star, located in Mandaue. I guarded an office building in Karkar City, and also guarded a bank for several weeks there. And then funny thing is that the manager there, I don't want to drop names as far as telling you the bank that I used to work with, they wanted me to clean the bank, like, I mean, literally sweeping the floor, mapping the floors, and I totally declined. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm guarding your establishment, and if something bad happens to us, then I'm gonna be the first one to blame. And then so it just really hit me. It hit me hard. I mean, really. I then asked myself, how can I fucking have the life that I deserve? Like, how can I turn the tables around? So, I pulled the trigger, went ahead and left all my past behind. I went ahead and applied with different or a number of call center companies. Trust me, you fucking name it. Skyx, eTel, ePerformance, all of them didn't pick me. But I was still proud because, all the interviews, I went on to the final interview for all those companies. It's just that they don't want to hire me during those times. I really don't know what's the reason behind. So it came to a point that I only had about 12 pesos left in my pocket. Not my wallet, but my pocket. Because, again, I can't afford to buy a wallet during that time. That's how fucking broke I was. Hungry, frustrated, and totally lost. I reached out to a dear friend. La, if you're listening or watching this, shout out to you. La Arnie was perhaps one of the few people who really believed in me, alongside my other best friend, Marnelli, from Sibunga, my hometown. I remember quite vividly, I went to her office asking for food, literally, because I was really starving like crazy during that time because I have no money at all left in me. So, she felt like crying, seeing how fucked up I was. She then advised me to apply at People Support, which is just right in front of his office building. So, fast forward, I went there, submitted my resume. I got interviewed, but guess what? I failed at the typing test. So the lady who assisted me was so freaking understanding. I forgot her name, but she wanted to do a retest. She wanted me to do a retest. So I was very thankful. I asked her if there's somehow a way that I could borrow the copy of the words to type because I already have the copy in it, but she just took it. She said no, apparently, but I still insisted. I begged her just 2 minutes, 2 freaking minutes, and I'm just gonna read it all. And guess what? I memorized the shit out of it, shit ton of it, memorized it. So came back that same day, same afternoon. Then I passed the typing test. I mean, so went ahead, did a final exam, but then again, just like same old shit that has been happening, I failed again on the final interview. So it was a real bummer. But then when I was already planning to go home, probably want to get wasted with all the series of unfortunate events that I've been having, this dude kind of approached me and said, Jameer, I saw your exam results, man, and you're good, but you just need to be trained. Shout out to you, boss Ekon Malig. Boss Ekon, shout out to you. He gave me the chance. That was my biggest break. He asked me if I'm interested to sign a contract with PS, People Support, but I had to undergo communications training with him for about a week with no pay. But I said, fuck, right? I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to take that, man. Without pay for a week, I can live with that. But then I suddenly realized, dude, I only have 12 pesos in my pocket. I had the biggest problem you can probably think of at that time. The problem was what to wear, because People Support during those times required everybody in training to wear either a polo shirt or a polo. And I have nothing. Heck, I don't even have any decent clothes to wear. So that's how fucking broke I was during those times. So that 12 pesos I have in my wallet, I used it as a jeepney fare from IT Park Cebu to SM City Cebu, just a few kilometers away. And I was trying to meet my Uncle Felipe, who was a jeepney driver that time in Cebu, traveling from Labangon to SM City Cebu. So now I have the money to buy clothes and food. That's how terrible it was during those times. Fast forward, worked with People Support for 2 years, finally earning around 16,000 pesos during that time. Then I moved ahead and applied to another company, Author Solutions, 2 years after. And then worked there for another 2 years. And then finally earning 22,000 pesos plus commissions. So it could probably range between 20,000 pesos monthly. And I felt like I had enough. But that's not the best part of the story. The best part of the story is that that's where I found the love of my life today. Macy, babe, shout out to you. Appreciate you so much. She is definitely a go-getter. She inspired me to become the man I am now. She molded and guided me to change my, crazy bad habits. Kind of, tuned me up to become a little bit mellow, not to be too argumentative, and not to pick on fights, which I was, growing up, I was used of doing, and made me become a very responsible person as I am now. So we're now living here in South Cotabato for about 7 years, more or less, or close to 8 years. I'm freelancing with her. She is actually my manager. Literally, she manages everything from our finances, our home, our son, my kids. Super mom, that I tell you. So from a broke ass guy, right, to earning 6 figures weekly, tell you that's one heck of a journey. All props to my partner. I love her so much for that. Love you, babe. Right now, I'm managing multiple 7-figure income, earning client businesses, building out funnels, providing marketing strategies for them, and implementing the strategies mentioned. I started as a VA like most of you do, but nothing really beats and is more lucrative, at least for now, with learning the skill of funnel building. I am the living proof. I am the case study, right? So, yeah, it's just one heck of a journey for me. And those years that I've endured really made me who I am today. And, I'm pretty glad to have this show right now, because only if somehow a show like this has been invented way ahead, right? I may have not gone through the shit gone through in the past. So it really made so much impact in me. So I think for now, cool. Let's take a quick break. I think we're halfway through our show here. And when we come back, let's jump in and bring in our guest for today's show, which I feel could also bring more inspiration for all aspiring people looking to do good financially or looking to switch and do business online. So stay tuned. Peace out.
As they say, food takes people to places. So during these crazy times, one can take his taste buds on a trip to Western Visayas by trying out one of its specialties. If you've ever been to Negros Occidental, you may have already tried its famous comfort food, Cansi. It's a dish made with slow-cooked beef shanks in deep sour broth soup. Bacolod City is particularly famous for Cansi. It's an iconic Ilonggo dish that is now available in Cebu. Good news for Cebuanos. You can now indulge with a bowl or two of Cansi in Cebu. Introducing Nichols Cansi, located in the heart of Cebu. Open to serve you daily. To order, visit and message them on Facebook. Satisfy your craving and relieve that stress away. Nichols Cansi, an iconic Ilonggo dish that is now available in Cebu.
I'm always flexing.
And we are back to our show. And guys, man, I'm super pumped up and excited to introduce to you our very special guest for today's very first pilot episode. Now, this man came out from the grave, same as me. He was a band member, a vocalist of an alternative band formed in Southwestern University. I'd love to say the name, but the name I think doesn't suit our guest anymore. He was also a dancer, registered nurse, and I still remember vividly of him only having, I think, honorarium from, the government as far as for his payments when he was starting as a nurse during that time. So fast forward now, he is earning 6 figures monthly and has been constantly hitting 7 figures yearly. I'm so proud of him. And what does he do? Well, let's find it out. Guys, today, I am so honored and so pleased to introduce to you Mark Nichols Manubag, my loving brother, and my very first student of the game. What's up, bro? Welcome to the show.
Hey, bro. What's up? Finally. Thank you so much for having me. All right. And imagine that. It has been like you've been thinking about having this podcast, I guess, last year, quite some time now.
Last year. Correct.
And finally, we're here.
Glad to have you on board, bro. Anyway, let's try and go back to the band. Do you wanna spit it out? What was your band name?
No way. It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't suit me right now.
It doesn't suit us, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
But when we were younger, I guess it could have been.
Yes, but that was fun actually. So if you want to know about the name of the band, just tell me. Ask me. PM me. But not here.
It's gonna degrade all of us,
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm really happy, so honored to have you on board. I really wanted to have you on board because when I started, I know that you were so proud of me, and I guess you're one of the few people that really supported me and really believed in me. And I really wanted you to be here on our show, share your thoughts, experiences, or anything that could really inspire our listeners or viewers right now watching the podcast show, and how it will certainly make a difference for them. So, bro, tell me, let's probably talk about how is the pandemic, going along with you as far as the workload and all that shit.
Well, surprisingly, right? When people are actually losing jobs currently, and it really hurts me, to be honest. But thankfully, God has provided us really great opportunity. I got sustainable clients,
Yeah.
sustainable projects during this pandemic, and what can I say? I'm very blessed, right? I'm very blessed.
And it's fairly true, I guess. I mean, most businesses are closing down at the moment. A lot of people are being laid off, left with no option but to try and look for some other avenues to make money. And I think for us this isn't something new for us, right? I mean, we've been staying in the house, working our asses off, right in our homes, spending our time with our family. And talking about family, bro, how is it going with the kids? Jonah, your wife.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, I love spending time with them, especially with my boy. He's already 9 years old, and I'm teaching him a lot of things. He also likes live streaming. I also taught him about how to set up live streaming.
Oh,
He's up
seriously?
to online
Riley
gaming.
does
Yeah,
know how to do it.
yeah. He loves Minecraft and Roblox. Well, surprisingly, there are also communities and groups who actually love that game as well. So
Yeah.
I created him a YouTube channel, and he is actually has a YouTube which is Riley Ashton, and he has hundreds of subscribers, not thousands.
What? Really now?
He's starting, so it's fun.
He's getting there, man. He's getting there. Pretty
Yes, yes,
interesting stuff.
it's fun.
What about Ashley?
Sophia is actually really doing well. We're teaching her school stuff as well. I know that the problem right at this moment is how you can send your kids to school, mean face to face, and it's going to be a problem. So right now we actually set an office for them, actually a classroom for them. This is
Really?
I'm using Ashton's classroom, and the other room is actually Sophia's. I bought, tables for them, so they love it. They call it as their own office because they can actually see me working at home. So that's fun. Okay, that's totally fun, right?
Isn't it? I mean, just imagine, being right at the comfort of your home, right? Working while still with your family. That's something that we should all probably take as a privilege.
Yes.
Modesty aside. And I've heard that you've been rocking it with funnel building, bro. Tell me more about it.
Yes, as what I've said, like currently I have, I guess 5 to 6 clients. They're coming back to me, and they're really this is like an agency right from the U.S. I also have three agencies who adopted me to be part of their agency as well as a funnel builder.
Interesting.
So every day I build funnels. So as you all know that funnel building, it has lots of components. I'm on the building side. You're more on the strategy side, right?
Yeah. You're right. You figure it, man. You figured it. And pretty interesting stuff you're currently doing, man. And I know, I mean, as probably most people doesn't know about this stuff, with us, maybe some close friends or relatives that we're into that knows the background, the stuff that we're doing, right? But this profession really made so much difference, not just for myself, for you, but for the entire family, especially with the crisis we had with Papa.
Yeah.
Pa, I know you're up there. This episode is for you. Having to go through some tough shit, situations so fucked up, flying from and to, our place, going to Manila for, his medication and all that. It's been pretty challenging, but we made it through, right? We made it through.
Exactly.
And what was the main difference? We were working at the comfort, of our homes. We can work anywhere we want to go, right? And during that situation, we have to move away from our families temporarily to spend time with our dad. So it was very fulfilling.
Right. I can still imagine as well during the time when we were in St. Luke's. Our father was actually the ICU. We were still working. We go to the
Yeah,
lobby.
I remember that vividly,
Yes,
man.
that, right? So we go to a vacant place there while waiting for the update for our dad's condition. It was nerve wracking actually.
It is.
You can just imagine, but as you can see, we are really blessed because not imagine if we are actually working 5 to 8 in an office, like we can spend time or we can give a little time for
Yeah,
our dad.
imagine what our sister, what Faye, our sister, went through.
Yes.
Right, she was working. She was working during those times, and it was pretty tough commuting from Pasay, right,
Right.
back to St. Luke's
Quezon
in
City.
Quezon City, which pretty fucking place. Terrible traffic.
Right.
Yeah, all the
You can
shit's
just
happening in Manila.
Right. And we are very lucky. As you can see, we are very lucky because we have this opportunity, great opportunity to have them, to work from home, right?
Yeah, yeah.
To work anywhere, location free.
True, man. So tell me, this show, bro, just to give you a little backstory, or I mean, to help you understand what the concept is. I know that I've just literally pulled you over, have you come in my show without even knowing what the hell we were gonna be talking about. So
Right.
just a little feedback. This show is just simply here to help, people get inspired, get their asses motivated.
Right.
Because seriously, we're in a very, deep hole as of the moment with the pandemic going on and stuff like that. So I literally wanted to have a show that could really, make a difference for people, help them get inspired. Although some may have lost their jobs already, there are still other means of transitioning, and that is by going online. So tell me, bro, how did you started? What happened from being, from working as a nurse during that time, earning way less, up until now that you've made it through hitting 6 figures monthly and 7 figures on a yearly basis? What made the total difference?
Well, it's I would think it's a blessing in disguise. I need to quit my job. Like I was working with a call center company. We have the same company with my wife.
I remember.
But during that time, I was in probationary, and she was working like 3 or 4 years already to that company, and we have a coming baby, which is actually Sophia during that time, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of parents can relate to it that a lot of parents are having problems, especially working parents. You will have there's no person that can take care of your coming baby, which is it's really hard to
It's quite
to
challenging.
trust someone. It's challenging. So I decided to quit my job, and I started looking for an online job. Then, if you can still remember, I started as an English teacher, right, to a Chinese community, which is actually a Chinese company, which is Buy One Talk. So it was fun. It was fun at first, but the thing is, the salary is not enough for your family. It's not sustainable. Imagine $50. No, not $50, but 50 pesos per class.
Oh, wow.
That's a 25-minute class, and roughly it's like 100 pesos an hour.
Yeah.
So I needed to hassle for like 8-10 hours a day to get almost like 1,000. And for me, that was really challenging because I needed also to take care of my girl. At that time, she was like 3 months and 2 months already. So later on, if you can still remember this, we had a vacation.
Yeah.
Right? We went to Hong Kong.
Remember that.
What happened there? What happened? I mean,
All the donuts were lost. Riley ate it.
But it was for me. It was like
Going back. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but going back to that vacation we were talking about, um, for everybody that's listening to the show right now, and for people probably watching this on YouTube, Mark literally was working with his two kids with him in a hotel room with me. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're doing, you're working, and we were supposed to be in vacation, and you have your kids there. And I was like, man, that's gotta be tough. It's pretty tough, I know.
I can't quit because I have like a scheduled class. So that's you are working from home, but you don't have control over your time. That's the one of the most challenging parts.
I see.
Of
That figures.
working from. So I was again looking for another part-time job aside from being an English teacher. So that was really hard. And then there you introduced Upwork. So I created my Upwork account, and then I found appointment setter job. So I took it. So imagine this, from working early in the morning till night, and then 11 p.m. up to maybe 3 a.m. I need to work as an appointment setter.
Holy shit.
I was taking calls. And
that I didn't know, bro.
I was taking calls, and I was actually carrying and having, Sophia to sending to bed and sending to sleep. So it's really, really challenging.
Wow.
And then it came to
how long you've been doing that? I mean,
like for just a couple of months. I was an English teacher for almost a year, then appointment setter for a couple of months. It didn't really go well. The business didn't go well. And then you actually introduced me, if you can still remember this, you went to Hong Kong, you introduced me ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
So that's the time. That's the time that I was actually blown away. Wow. Is this your job? I was asking you, is this really your job? It's pretty amazing. And I was shocked, right? I think, what was your rate that time?
I think if I remember it correctly, I was at $10 an hour. During those times. Yeah.
I was really surprised. Like, imagine $10 per hour at that time. I was only earning 50 pesos in 30 minutes.
An hour.
And 100 pesos in an hour. So you helped me. All right. I'm very proud. I would give the full credit to you. So maybe people didn't know that I started ClickFunnels. I learned ClickFunnels because of you. You're my first teacher. I'm your first student, right?
And that's exactly the reason why I love you, bro. That's why you are my very first guest here on this show. Because I want to show people how you started, what made a difference, or what finally made you broke loose with having problems financially. And our family in general, we've had some ups and downs. We really wanted to aim for the best, but sadly, there are some roadblocks that we need to take over with. But yeah, I still remember that, going back to when we took a vacation in Hong Kong. I think we were there for about 7 days, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Close to
7 days.
Yeah.
So I still remember we went through the fire exit just right across our room on that building. And then I literally saw you crying, and it was like, damn, man, this is serious.
Yeah.
And you were crying like shit. And it was like, this should probably the very, very, weakest part of you that really, really touched me. And, considering that you're my brother and you've really, believed in me, although I've been very stubborn sometimes, that I admit, I introduced you to, exactly what I've been doing. And then the first, I think the first few seconds when I mentioned it to you, you suddenly laughed and said, "How the hell did you know this? You don't know anything about design." I go, "Yes, I don't know. I don't even know how to use a computer, man, for Christ's sake." So
imagine
that literally something that probably the biggest takeaway during that conversation, because I was laughing my hearts out when you said that, because it is true. It is true. So when I introduced to you ClickFunnels, I think the next step we did was, when we went back home to the Philippines, went over to Cebu, went home to South Cotabato. We immediately, went to work. And then
Right.
I think the trick we did during that time was I created a funnel, right? Record the
Right.
video over, send it over to you. I delete the entire shit out of it, and then you rebuild the entire stuff. And I guess it
Then I
took
messed
you
up.
maybe one week or 2 weeks, right, to master it.
Not at all. I mean, like, I mean, wow, shit. That was like, it took me months actually to
Really, huh?
to me to
But you were able to land a client on your second month, I think so, right?
yeah, because with your help, of course, and then with my perseverance as well. And I was actually also researching about it because it was really stressful to get into that job without little knowledge. So
Yeah.
it's really challenging. So, but thank God, I guess it's all because of him that I was, my client is actually also has clients. She's actually giving that to me. So she's
Oh, okay.
the referrals. So that's exactly what happened within 7 month time. Like I was able to hit the top rated market.
Nice, nice, nice.
Right.
And that really helps us a lot, bro. Right? I mean,
Right.
being one of the top rated freelancers in Upwork is a great privilege as well, because Upwork will be marketing you. So
Yes.
somehow you will be shown to different clients, faces with your profile in it, how much you rate, and the quality of work that you put in. And you started from how much, bro? Let's go back. You started with 51 Talk at 50 pesos, 30
So-
minutes, right?
30 minutes, yeah,
So that's 100 pesos an hour.
an hour.
And you were working from what time was it?
From from like
It varies,
7 a.m.
or-
It varies from maybe 6 sometimes or 7. It really depends. Up to nighttime already. So imagine.
And when you were doing the appointment setting, how much was your rate during that time?
Oh man, it's like $3. I can really remember. It's $3.33 per hour.
Minus 10% from Upwork, right?
That's $3 per hour.
technically, right?
Right.
And then from doing funnels, what was the jump there as far as the rate was concerned when you started?
Well, since I was actually getting invites already every now and then, like consistently every week, almost every day, then I was actually really busy already. So I was thinking, might not increase my rate because I'm busy. And later that I know, I reached from $3 to 10 to 15 to 20, 25 until $40 per hour. Right
Which
now.
is you are right now. Okay,
Yes.
nice, man.
Right.
Awesome, awesome. So imagine, guys, try to pull out your calculators there. $40 US dollars an hour, and probably you're working around 6-7 hours a day.
Yes.
Okay. So
even
do the
5
math.
hours,
Do the math.
fine.
A face here is gonna be spitting all bumps for us, bro.
I hate you.
Yeah, I hate her so much, but we have no choice. She's our sister, so damn her. So, bro, I mean, this is pretty interesting. So now your current rate is at $40 an hour. How many clients are you holding right now? I mean, regularly maintaining as of the moment.
I'm maintaining 5 accounts right now. So
Nice.
I'm part of the agency. One is an agency from Germany. The other one, imagine this. I'm building a funnel that I don't understand the language. Yeah, so that's another challenge. And then I'm also a
Seems
member.
fun, I think.
It is fun. It is fun. It takes the time. It's time consuming, but again, the time is tracking, so and not a problem. And I'm also a member of an agency in the U.S. and Los Angeles and karate company martial arts company in the US as well. And I have also clients outside of work, so direct clients. So they're actually coming to me back and every now and then. So that's really
Good.
it's really nice.
Nice, man. It's you're beginning to become the man that you are right now, and I'm really happy seeing
right.
that to you, bro. I really
Thank
am.
you, thank you.
So, tell me, since you have already established yourself, I mean, in the past few years, starting from crap, now you were able to really establish your name in this funnel building industry, which most people really doesn't know a lot. But right now, since you are beginning to become very stable, how are you collecting your leads, or let's say clients? Let's say, when they want to work with you, how does that go?
Well, the good thing about this my agency, right? So I'm part of this agency. They have regular clients, so they are my clients, but they also have clients.
Okay.
So every time that they need a funnel builder, they will always contact me, and I'll do the funnels for them. And I have direct clients as well who actually contacts me every now and then to give me some work. And these clients, they also have clients. So it's
Yeah,
like
that's a
there's
game.
a network. So I am building a network. And aside from that, if I'm acquiring new clients, I will always direct them to my website, my personal website, which is www.funnelbuilder-ph.com. So it really builds my credibility in the funnel
It
industry.
does.
Yeah, because it will set you aside from those funnel builders out there. Because as you can see, with this kind of job, you are not competing for just one or two. You're
Yes,
competing millions, right? So there are actually
millions. That's true.
count the number of freelancers in the Philippines plus the freelancers in India, Bangladesh,
India, Bangladesh, Singapore, Turkey,
Indonesia.
you name it.
You
So
name it. So the question is, how can you be stand out among the rest? So build your reputation. So every time that they will come to you and they will ask you, what are the sample funnels that you have made, then you have this portfolio.
portfolio that you can show.
And my website is the best portfolio that I'll tell them,
And your
to
website is gonna be the place where people, or you would probably call home, because
yes,
when people would try and search you, they will immediately try and go to your website. So that's a
yes.
great idea, bro. Good physical online appearance that you're showing out there for your clientele, and it's pretty interesting. How long did you build the site? I'm just curious.
Well, it took me a week. I need to gather all the copy, and then the images
Materials.
I need to design the materials, and then build it. And yeah, it came out really good,
It
surprisingly.
is good. I've checked it out, man. I'm so proud
Yeah.
of you, bro. I am.
Thank
So, I mean, from the huge amount of clientele you have now, and then if you try and go back, I'm pretty much sure, positive that you endured a lot of trials,
Yeah.
challenges along the way, trying to acquire leads. So tell me, bro, what was your biggest breakthrough when you started building funnels? How was it, and what do you consider your biggest accomplishment as far as this profession is concerned?
I guess it was last year. It's also really a blessing. It's very timely because we need funds, right? So we
Yes,
need funds.
I agree.
And then this client of mine actually has this one biggest clients in the US. It's actually the fishing companies, three fishing companies.
Mhm.
He actually asked me to create these pages for the three companies.
Uh-huh.
And then I am very proud because he's actually paying me $40 per hour to learn a new platform, not ClickFunnels. It's
Wow,
actually
that's sick.
yeah, it's actually
Oh, I
called
remember
Emacs.
that, bro. We were sitting at coffee project, right?
Yeah.
Symphony Towers. Oh, guys, shout out to all the folks there at Symphony Towers.
Yes. Hi, Ronel, John, JC, Arky, right?
Hey,
Ben.
Arky, my man, how are you?
Yeah.
So I'm going back. I strongly remember it. We were sitting at a coffee shop there, coffee project, working on our stuff, and then I was looking at you and was like, "Why the fuck do you look so stressed, man?" And then I witnessed that you were doing, creating a page from a brand new platform, and I was like, "Do you even have the time to learn that?" Because we were in Manila, we were taking care of our father. We're trying to spend time with him, but when he sleeps, that's the time that we go crush and work, right?
Right.
So I was like, you must be crazy doing that. I mean, we're into a lot of crazy. We are in a crazy situation right now. I mean, during those times, and then you're building a new platform altogether, and I was like, man, you must be.
That time I was actually really impressed. I mean, I was working, imagine that for 1 week, I was able to work like more than 60 hours for the 40-hour, $40 per hour. Imagine that. So it's like, that's the biggest breakthrough. I mean, I was able to hit almost 300K. I'm going to spit it out. It's 300K, almost 300K.
I didn't ask for it, right? You are spitting it out.
Right. But, okay, that's the biggest breakthrough. Right. And then I was able to help, imagine that, or airfare every week.
Yes.
The tuition fee of my kids are actually studying in an international school. I need to send money to my wife, and then of course I need to send money for our father. So that was.
And we are sending money to our financial manager during that time. Remember, Faye? She is in charge with everything, right?
For everything.
We're sending money to her weekly, right?
Weekly, and sometimes almost a day or two. We need to send and money again. But everything happens for a reason. And I guess God will not always give you that, that kind of problem or blessing if it's not intended for the right, for the right thing. So that's it.
It was definitely for the right intentions, and it came at the very right time. And I also remember, bro, I think probably one of the toughest situations I've been through in my life was with Papa when we were in Manila, because I know that we were so tight with finances during those times.
Yes.
And then suddenly my clients stopped their businesses all of a sudden. I didn't have a job for I think about a month.
Wow,
and it really felt like crying there. And then you were there all throughout, man. You've supported me, and you keep pushing me that somehow, some way, God will find a way and give us more blessings. It's just that we didn't have the chance to, or enough time to go through and apply for other jobs or seek for another jobs. But that's the game when you do freelancing,
Yes, exactly.
That is the game. But once you hit the mark and you find the formula on how to really make, a sustainable business out of doing freelancing work, then you'd be able to go ahead, in life and move on, right? So,
yes. Actually, we don't have an option to quit. We don't have an option, especially if you have a family already. So that's your motivation. Right.
It is.
And it will come. It will come if you attract that that mindset. Then clients will actually come.
That's exactly what you told me, bro. I still remember that, and I really appreciate you, man, for lifting me up during those times. Because seeing your father, just lying down in the bed, you having no money, fucking broke that time. And you were there, and even a cup of coffee would really do for me. And I just smoke at the smoking area, and it really soothes, my emotions during that time. But enough with the drama, bro. I felt like crying now.
Yeah,
reminiscing all those memories. But it's still good because we had a chance to really spend time, not just with Papa but with Mama and Faye, and it was an amazing experience. Yet, although it was sad at the back of our heads, but God is very good. God is
He's in
very
good place. I'm pretty sure he's in good place now. All right.
exactly. And bro, I mean, with a breakthrough you've had, I didn't ask for it. You spit it out.
Okay.
I'm so blown, and I was able to benefit from that breakthrough actually. So it's really nice hearing that out coming from your mouth. And bro,
I guess
so bro, let's go ahead and promote your stuff, man, because I know that you're good at what you're doing. You when you try and search in Google and type in best funnel builder in the Philippines, your name pops out.
our
Right?
name. Our name.
Oh, okay, our names pops out. So tell me, how will the clients contact you? How will they message you if they're interested in working with you? What's your process for that?
Well, make it easier for them. Just visit my website once again. It's funnelbuilder-ph.com. You can actually search on Google, or you can also check that out on my Facebook page. So you can always
And
message
your Facebook is
funnelbuilder-ph.com
okay.
still. And you have an option there to get a strategy call with me, or discovery call with me, or you can also direct message through Facebook Messenger. Right.
Awesome, man. And then lastly, maybe you can spit some bars for our listeners on the show. Just some word of advice, to keep them inspired, keep going even during this pandemic. People would love to hear your thoughts, bro.
You're right. And it's not too late. Actually, it's not too late for you to jumpstart your home-based career. All you need to do is just, first of all, prepare, right? You will need always prepare financially, because you cannot expect like you will hit the mark right away in a few weeks. Because what happened to us is we actually were looking for a home-based job for at least a month or two. So make sure that you have enough funds, like savings, all right? So to cover up the expenses, of course, prepare for the materials, for your utilities, for your laptop, your internet connection.
Very important.
Very important, of course, like a convenient space for you to start working at home, because you don't want your kids roaming around, when you are having clients, the client call. That's it. Prepare, all right? And of course, prepare for your skill set. That's one of the most important things that you need to prepare. And there's no best person that can tell you this, that, hey, you have to learn this, learn that, because we don't know what your skills are. But again, it's all up to you, okay? I can probably recommend the best or the in-demand jobs right now. It could be on the marketing side, graphics, if you're doing video editing,
yeah.
Facebook ads, SEO, right? What else, bro? Like coding, right? So WordPress, Shopify skills.
Right,
So those
Shopify,
are
yeah.
the things. Most in-demand skills are actually more on the marketing side, right?
Yes.
So marketing and sales and appointment setter. So that's it. I mean, if you have that, if you're prepared well enough, then there's no way for you to hit the mark there. You just go.
Yeah, nothing but up, as this show is titled.
Exactly. Nothing but up. Right? That's it. That's so I hope you get something from me, and I would like to thank my brother as well for giving me this opportunity
No, bro.
to share.
I thank you so much for being here. I'm so freaking pumped up and excited to have you here. And I mean, with everything that we went through, right? And from we've witnessed each other, how we've grown, how we've stumbled, and now we're here, right? So I really wanted you to be here. And bro, it's been a good 30 minutes over, I think.
Yeah.
And great talk.
Great talk.
I really appreciate you again, bro, for being here. So I think that's it for today's show. And let's wrap it up and end the episode now. And thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget to download or subscribe the NBU podcast, Nothing But Up. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.
I'm always flexing.
Thanks for tuning in. Download this episode and pass on the news. Hit like and subscribe. Watch out for our next episode coming out next.